in real black neighborhoods, so real black families could have that opportunity just like everybody else.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop. And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
He an advocate. Now he did that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? G.
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names.
Diddy's legal drama just took a wild new twist, and this time, it's hitting way closer to home. It's no longer just lawsuits and wild parties making headlines. Now, whispers are swirling about a very serious health situation, and it's got people talking nonstop. Word on the street is Diddy might be facing a private medical battle, and prosecutors are now bringing his health records into the courtroom. Yep, you heard that right. Some explosive revelations are surfacing, and according to multiple reports, these records even mention other well-known celebrities.
You know, the next thing is, man, Craig Mack was the one that jumped Bad Boy off. And and it got so bad that Craig Mack, who died from AIDS, that man, he got brainwashed so bad from Diddy and got done so wrong, the man went to South Carolina and joined a cult with his family until he died of AIDS a few years ago.
This situation just keeps getting deeper. Ever since the first wave of allegations hit the news, social media has been in a frenzy. But now that the courtroom drama is officially underway, people are zooming in on Diddy himself. When he showed up in court recently, folks couldn't help but point out he looked slimmer, older, and completely different from the Diddy everyone remembers. Sources are saying this isn't just about stress or missing luxury meals. Word is, he's been dealing with something way more intense behind the scenes. Speculation is flying that his health may be declining for reasons far beyond just jail conditions. Allegedly, this has been going on for a while, and it's only now coming to light. And let's not forget, there have long been rumors about Diddy living a more private lifestyle, keeping his real moves low-key. Now, with court documents surfacing and insiders speaking up, everything's unraveling fast. What once stayed behind closed doors is starting to spill out in public, and it's got people glued to every update. Yep, even behind bars, Diddy's still got people wrapped around his finger. Word on the cell block is that he's managed to build a whole fan club in prison. Dudes literally fighting over who gets to make his bed. Wild, right? One name that keeps popping up is Evers, who's apparently going above and beyond to keep Diddy comfy. But here's where it gets even crazier. Reports say the feds uncovered around 1,000 bottles of baby oil linked to Diddy.
And they seized cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs. More than 1,000 bottles altogether.
People are seriously asking, what was he doing with all that? Rumors are flying that it was part of some private sessions where things got real slick and real secretive. Insiders from the facility claim that Diddy wasn't just sitting in his cell keeping to himself. Allegedly, he's been getting a little too close with some of the people around him. And in a place where protection isn't exactly handed out like snacks, that raises major concerns. It's got folks questioning what's really going on behind those walls. Now, adding more fuel to the fire, singer Jaguar Wright jumped in with claims of her own. In a recent interview, she didn't hold back. She straight up said that Diddy's been dealing with HIV. According to her, he's not the only one. She hinted that there could be around 20 other men in the industry who might be in the same situation. Jaguar wouldn't spill names just yet. She said she's saving the full story for her upcoming show, but she made it clear, this isn't just about Diddy. She called it a much bigger issue that's quietly been sweeping through the industry for years. And
in real black neighborhoods, so real black families could have that opportunity just like everybody else.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop. And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
He an advocate. Now he did that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? G.
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names.
Here's the real twist. There's a growing rumor that Diddy's late ex, Kim Porter, may have also been HIV positive. People are saying if her real autopsy report ever saw the light of day, it would raise some serious questions, like how she got it and who she was connected to. And guess who that points straight back to? Diddy? Some say he didn't want that truth digging up old dirt and pulling him back into the spotlight in the worst way. Now, this part right here has the streets buzzing. Word is, prosecutors might already have a list of names, celebrities allegedly exposed through Diddy. And guess who's on that list? Allegedly, a lot of his so-called close friends, especially the ones who've been around him the most. And honestly, some of the names being whispered aren't even shocking once you take a closer look at the connections. Let's start with Usher.
And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In
to
the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
His name has allegedly popped up in this storm. And while nothing's confirmed, people are giving this side eye for a reason. See, way back in the day, Usher actually lived with Diddy in New York for a whole year when he was just 13. And this ain't just gossip. Usher talked about it himself during an interview with Howard Stern. At first, he made it sound like it was all cool, just part of coming up in the industry. But later on, his tone changed. He called the whole setup wild, and even admitted that it was way too grown for a kid to be around. He said it was the kind of environment he'd never let his own kids be part of. That's not just a red flag. That's a whole warning siren. If the whispers are true and Diddy has been dealing with something serious like an STD, then folks are saying Usher might want to schedule a checkup fast. Let's not forget, Usher's already been hit with multiple lawsuits from people claiming he exposed them to herpes. That's 3 different cases. So now with his name being tied to Diddy's situation, you already know people are paying close attention. And it's not just Usher getting dragged into the mess. Meek Mill's name has been ringing loud all over social media too. After Diddy's arrest back in September, a wild audio clip started making the rounds, allegedly capturing a super private exchange between Diddy and Meek. Now Meek came out swinging, called the whole thing fake, said folks were just trying to ruin him. But then, the clip resurfaced again. And this time, you can hear Diddy straight up call Meek daddy on camera.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
You already know the internet exploded? People started questioning if their connection was more than just business. The energy in that clip had people seriously wondering what the real story was behind their friendship. But it doesn't stop there. Let's talk about Craig Mack, the rapper from Diddy's early Bad Boy days. When he passed away, the official cause was listed as heart failure. But lately, people have been whispering something different, that he may have actually died from HIV-related complications. And you already know what happens next. Folks start putting the pieces together, looking at timelines, relationships, and asking the hard questions. Craig was one of the first major names under Diddy, and the closeness between them has fans wondering if there's more to that story than what we were told.
I don't know about the what rumors, right? They say, nah, I ain't gonna say that. I heard about that though, but I ain't about to say that. But
What
was I ain't about to say on
You and Diddy? You and Diddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Diddy.
You and Diddy what?
You and Diddy.
No.
They said he was.
Him and Diddy what?
I'm just saying the rumor.
I ain't never heard this,
Let me say the
Joaquin.
rumor. They said he was.
How you knew that? How you know
Now I'm about to Google because I ain't never heard this one.
Huh? I'm saying, cause nobody would ever say that one.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
saying
So here
that.
goes envy.
They said he was Diddy's boy toy.
Yeah, I was in Jamaica with him.
Oh, I see it now.
See?
I was in
YK
Jamaica
Osiris
with
in
him.
Jamaica with his alleged boo Diddy.
The overlap is just too suspicious for people to ignore. Now let's talk about YK Osiris. That beach clip from Diddy's so-called Jamaican vacation had the whole internet in a chokehold. Osiris was seen posted up real close with Diddy, just the two of them vibing on the sand, and boom! Social media instantly dubbed him Diddy's new boy toy. The video blew up so fast, even DJ Envy had to ask about it on The Breakfast Club. He straight up said, "So you were in Jamaica with your alleged boo, Diddy?" Osiris tried to play it cool, pacing around and laughing it off. Nah, I was with a woman, he claimed. But his body language? Whole different story. Folks say he looked shook, like the kind of nervous that don't come from a fake rumor. The whole vibe gave caught in 4K energy, and people haven't stopped talking about it since. Then there's French Montana. He and Diddy have been tight for years, always showing up at parties together. But that one birthday celebration clip had people doing double takes. Fans were side-eyeing the way they interacted, saying it didn't feel like just friendly hype, more like something deeper.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear French. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
It's a special birthday for both of us.
Yeah.
And don't get it twisted. This tea isn't just about the guys. The rumor mill's been spinning with big-name women too. Jennifer Lopez, Kim Kardashian, and especially Cassie have all been linked to Diddy in one way or another. Cassie's name stands out the most. She already dropped bombshells about her time with Diddy, claiming he pushed her into situations with escorts and made her do things that left her traumatized. Allegedly, of course. But with everything else coming out, people are starting to connect the dots, and they don't like what they're seeing. Now here's where it really gets wild. Some folks online are saying the escorts allegedly tied to Diddy may have been exposed too. And if any of this turns out to be true, it means Diddy might have passed something around like party favors at one of his infamous house parties. The internet is on fire with this story, and nobody's letting it slide. One commenter didn't hold back, writing, "He definitely got Usher." Another jumped in saying, "So what about J-Lo, Kim Kardashian, Ray J, all the rappers, singers, NBA, and NFL stars he's been around? They probably got it too." It's got people seriously rethinking everything they thought they knew about the industry. Someone else posted, "Y'all better be careful who you mess with out here. These celebs are passing things around like candy." Another user added, "Any celeb who was rolling with Diddy, especially the ones he kept close, better get themselves tested ASAP." Now we're asking you, who do you think is going to be the next celeb to be named? And how deep do you think this whole Diddy scandal really goes? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and smash that bell so you never miss a drop. Click that next video. It's just as insane, maybe even crazier. See you in the next one.